there's that. All these are running. That's producing growth potions, which are then being sent over to here, here to here, and then here back into here. Why are you not sending the potions then? Because you don't have enough brine by the looks of it. Because there's not enough sand flowing. So that's getting sent over to here. Okay. So this is going to be the rough part, is now that I have everything sort of set up, I have to then get it all sort of managed. So what I'll probably end up doing is on this side, I'll do the transfer section in the middle. That way I can do one side being for that, the other side being for the other side of it. We'll see. We'll see. So that's all set. It's running. Not efficiently, but it is running. I need to find a way to get rid of this glass. Outside of just selling it. It would probably be best to do. So I think what I'll do is the next one I'll set up is the iron production, which is going to be its own whole thing, unfortunately, as everything is. Weird. Right, can't do building tiles for whatever reason. Really not sure why. Well, I know why, because this is actually not even supported over here. So it's kind of just on its own. Honestly, it's a miracle that this is actually supported. I don't even know how the hell I. Never mind. I know how I did it. Yeah, like every other one needs to be like that. Oh no, I guess it needs to be every single one then. I'd really rather not, but I don't really have much of a choice at this point. So that's all set. Blasting potions obviously are going to need to be fueled in separate locations because it doesn't have any growth potions to keep the chamomile going, or really anything else going. Um, so all that's all set. I just need to find a way to get rid of the glass. Once I can do that, we're good to go. Um, I mean, yeah, I guess that's one way to do it. Use salt. Like glass doesn't get used for all that much. It'd probably be smart to do steel production here. And there's a reason for that. Because A, blast potions are nearby, so fueling it won't be too hard. B, when I have steel produced, it'll be able to go in two different directions, one of which towards the middle and the other one towards the right side, which will be where um, Saturn will get produced, hopefully. Um, Side of that, hmm, need to figure out what else I can be selling. So black powder needs to go, which means that needs to go, which means, yeah, this needs money. So, right. Yeah. I forgot. Okay. Get that operation back up and running. Um, Now that I actually have an excess in growth potions as well, I need to send them. To a few places, actually. Oh, No, I'll hit the 12 before I even get there, so I can actually just do this. It'll be 2 and some change. Let me just make sure it's not gonna affect anything if I wanted to remove this. Fuck it. That isn't connected to anything. Those aren't really connected to anything right now, so... More steel bars. Okay, I'm not sure what that was about, but alright. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Mm, glass is literally the big thing that's keeping everything from being produced. That's crazy. Okay. I'll get around to swapping it out at a later date. But for right now... Wait, no, why? Okay. No, I see. Never mind. Gotcha. As much as I'd like to keep things simple, I know it's not going to stay that way, despite my best efforts. So we'll do the inventory here. Do the filter, or whatever the fuck it is. Here. Okay. Good, good, good. I want this to fill up first. Convert it to 20 silver. That drops it down to 1. No. I'll just drop it down to 1 from the start. Okay. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of a rocky start because obviously it's got to feed all of these. I'm glad that's still producing money. Even though it's not massive amounts, it's still something. It might be worthwhile to say fuck it and tank the reputation hit. But I do kind of need the ability to sell large quantities of items to a large quantity of people. So it's a bit of a catch-22 that I'm not a fan of. Yeah, so this is the fertility potions, which are going from there to there. So in theory, this should be performing at full tilt, which it isn't. Why? Because it's not getting enough brine. Because my salt production's shit. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it's gonna be. Like, I don't really have much of an opportunity to make it better. Like, the best I could do would be adding another one. It's 45 a minute, meaning I'll have a surplus of 30. Fuck it, I guess. Yeah. Purchase portal. Out there. The stone crusher there. I need a filter. You're going to filter out the sand. Actually, no. Filter out salt. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'll do that then. Okay. Not enough money. Okay. I'm filtering out yeast powder. It is not my fault that yeast powder and salt look almost identical. Good, so I am slightly plus on my brine production, which is good. Now I'm running into an issue where I don't have enough space. Perfect. So I'm going to pull this back a little bit. That way I can split it off and have it feed into a few of the or the planters to make health potions. Oh god. No. I won't do it that way actually. Because I've just remembered what I'm going to need to do in order to do the health potions, so it's just going to be easier to do a whole separate line for it. So, what amongst these needs potions? You do. Growth potions used to come from here. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to reach from there. I would be able to reach it from here, though. That one can reach from right about here. And then Okay. That takes care of this problem now. Then we'll do another one here. So the end point being a few of these. If I remember right, they're actually really simple and easy enough to make. Yeah. 180, 180, the healing potion. So yeah, no, these are super simple to make. So how much would I get? Fuck, that much. So there we go. Okay. So it's going to be an even split because it requires the same amount on both sides. So there'd be 3 and 3. Okay. Sage seeds. I'm going to consolidate everything as best as I can for now. Okay. While I have everything in a storage. 2, 3. This on its own produces enough to run one of them. Flax. You know what? You do it like this. I believe this support 2 of them, right? Nope. Yeah, technically, yes. That's not at all what I wanted you to do. I hate how their hitbox is so fucking wonky after you put a crop down. No. Either way, it'll even out to 180 per minute inside that. Um, Okay. So these are used in a lot. Well, I figured out what I can do with the excess sand now. Does it produce 12 a second? 30? That should be plenty, honestly. That's on the left side. Not quite the 180 a minute that I need is unfortunately the issue that I'm running into. Because everything over here is lined up to do it about as cleanly as I can get it. So I guess I can do another limestone to supplement it. And then that might give me enough for what I need. Okay, so the gemstones are over there. So they're gonna need to come in down here, the looks of it. Okay, that one's clean. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Okay. Those ones are all set. Turquoise doesn't take up as much room. So honestly, it doesn't need that many. So it'd be what? Like a one? No, maybe not. No. It's a cheaper item, so they may buy more over what it would be conventionally. Okay, we'll do this. Okay. There we go. So yeah, the sand isn't flowing because obviously this isn't producing anything. And unfortunately, I might have to take the hit to my reputation for a little bit until I can get a stable income. Fuck. Like, I don't want to, because the foot traffic is what helps out a lot. But as it stands right now, I have money, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get everything going the way I need it to be, you know? Um, all right, let me do this then and grab all the lower amounts of items. I think everything else is just resources. There's no money in any of it. So all of this gets converted into silver, which isn't going to be a lot considering there's only 12,000 and some change. So I'd get like 6 silver in total. I think is about how that's going to convert out. No, I'll get 12. Why did I think it was 2,000? Whatever. So, like, I am glad that I'm doing it this way because it gives me a nice challenge to try and figure things out. I'm not going to say I'm not exactly happy about that, but there are definitely times where I'm incredibly frustrated with it. So yeah, the interior one will be used to launch the material to the other side so I can start filling the ones below the cannons. So it'd be like over there. Speaking of, let me do that now before I forget. Ah, shit, I don't have any... You know what? Maybe I'll be fine, because I've got enough wood in surplus that it's probably not going to be an issue, sure. I had like 1,200 of it somewhere, yeah. I can't do it before, because it has to go through. So I have to do it after. Once they're full, though, I can cover it over and continue onward. Honestly, probably won't need that. Okay. It'll be a little weird, but top stock will be what top stock do. Not much I can do about that. How is money distribution looking? Empty. All right. Go ahead. Go nuts. Yikes. Yeah, so I got a lot to run through. But thankfully I've got a lot of coins to use, so that'll be good. Thankfully not a lot of this is running because it needs resource X, Y, or Z to do it. And this part is filled up, so it is making a backlog, which is good. Eventually that will fill up. Meaning all of this is done. Looks of it. It's just not producing the black powder necessary for it because it's not getting the charcoal it needs because the mushrooms are in the way because that's not running. Why is that not running? Oh, that's... Why did you launch me in that direction? Hello? So why are you not running? You aren't running because you don't have enough yeast. You aren't running because you don't have enough fruit wine. You aren't running because you don't have any blast potions. You're not running because you don't have any potions. Why? Why do you not have any potions? Ah, you know, that's fair. All right. So that'll slowly begin to fill that, which will get that running again. Which thankfully, due to the backlog, we'll keep that going. This is now all running because that has the wine that it needs. This needs 3,600 in total. This is producing not nearly enough. It's producing about 24. I also need it to make the brandy. Fortunately, the brandy is kind of like a secondary thing that's coming later. I don't have much of a choice. Oh, I shouldn't have waited to do this, but here we are anyway. It's fine, as long as this is making me money. Where are you sending this, by the way? Okay. And you're sending this to nowhere. Right, because I wanted to do... Yeah. You know what? Let me do... I can't delete that. I would like to, but I can't. Then... So that's there. If I put it... Here. Here. Right? That work? Fuck. Okay, invalid angle. Um, hmm. Then I guess I can do a catapult down. Unfortunately, catapults are really fucking slow. There we go. So now that can focus on feeding that. We do this. That way, any excess that gets made can then get sent into the chest and stored for later use or elsewhere. Not quite where I wanted to go, but generally where. Go ahead and add that to the total. Okay, so this is now filling this up, which is good. This is now getting filled up and is actually backlogging quite well. Very good. All right. We're getting somewhere. Well, it isn't quite where I would like to be. It is somewhere. Um, as much as I would like to be able to do a larger scale sort of like catapult setup, it's probably not best to do for the center section. So I kind of have to stick with this for a while, even though it does in the long term kind of hurt how this is set up. Um, yeah, so I would need more sand for this. So then these can get sent over to there, where they'll get distributed. Fuck. No, I don't have enough room for that anyway. So it'd have to be like this. And then those two can be done over there. Okay. I'll more than likely be popping that back open afterwards anyway. So, yeah, this one gets sent to... I don't know why the fuck it plays the placed sound when it doesn't actually place it. I've had it happen to me so many times that it's actually kind of infuriating. Okay, so those will get sent down. Distributed into those. And in due time, that will fill up. I can do that for now, just to have two of them filling it up. That way it's a little faster. I won't need both of them filling it up afterward, because they don't sell fast enough for me to really worry about it. But then what I can do is I can have the hemp, which I'm actually going to have to make two lines of, one of which is going to be for rope, the other one for bandages. Fuck, I have to make three because I need one for cloth too. Oh my god, forgot. All this simple stuff that I've just had running in the background had just been producing me money and completely forgot about it. Okay, so that seems to be everything done in that. So, do I need down here anymore? Not at the moment. Realistically, if I need more, I'll do something. I don't know what. I'll figure it out. Like, I guess what I could do is I guess I could do like a delivery system that moves the items all through a shared channel and then filters them off depending on what's what. But if something runs out further down the line and something higher up is full, it's going to stop it and prevent it from going through. So, unfortunately, it's not something I can do because this doesn't have multi-channel conveyor belts like Factorio does. So if one side gets clogged, it's not gonna, affect the whole system. You can still kind of work around it. Okay. There's that. So I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 180. I believe. Hmm. Okay. How many of these will it run? I'm assuming it's going to be something like this, but I don't know. Find out real quick, I guess. So obviously this is going to be flax. Flax then gets produced, sent to here. Yeah, 180. So one apiece. That produces 60 a minute. Then I have to send it through. I'm gonna have to do another one for something different as well. So then obviously this will be for the linen ropes, which will be fully processed and ready to go to be sent over to here. Honestly, yeah, it would be best to do it that way, wouldn't it? Fuck. I am definitely going to have to take a reputational hit at some point in time because I am not producing quite as much money as I'd like. Though I am shocked I've managed to keep this place running as long as I have without any sales. Shit. Please tell me I can hit it from here. I now see the issue that this setup has. Oh, target's just too far. Okay. So then does it work here? No. Okay. He has to go back one. Okay. I'm going to have to do the same thing for cloth, though I might put it behind that. So I'll have to do probably this just to skirt it around the initial setup. Like that. Then that to keep it set up properly. This is going to be really weird and bucky to try and figure out, but it should hopefully do the job just fine. Because, yeah, 30 a minute isn't the end of the world. So this is then, I believe, needs to be combined to make... Oh, because that hasn't been given a flaxseed yet. Okay. That then gets combined into another one of these to make... Oh. Oh, really? All right, cool. $360. Okay, yeah. I'm dumb. So no, I wouldn't have enough unless I did... all right, yeah, unless I did a full roster of it, which would be kind of a pain in the ass, but not the end of the world, I guess. So, let me do 180, 180. This only produces 60. So I need 6 of them. I'm gonna need more clay than that. I don't think I have any options. You know what? For everything that's empty, I'm just gonna delete them. Ooh, I found the majority of my wood. Sweet. That way I can try and, like, narrow things down a bit better. See where I'm at in terms of the actual move and progression. Okay. So I can't do... Wait, why wouldn't I... Oh, because, yeah, the steel gears. Okay. Okay. Everything's set up to do that. So that then gets fed into here to make that. That's now producing 36 a minute. Okay. Send that down there. That's already shipping out. Very good. These, I think, only stack to 6, which is very nice. Keep it that way. Nope, never mind. I lied. They stack to 9. 18. Probably 27. So we're just going to let that run and forget about it, because I can't fucking count, apparently. With what I've got, I probably only average about 2 or 3 silver a day, which is not going to be enough. Wait, no. I have diamonds out on stock. I'd actually be able to be fine. Yeah, the only issue is that I would take a pretty solid reputational hit. So what I can do then is, because I know I'm going to need the sulfur anyway for the black powder to make all of that nonsense, as well as a few other things that I'm going to need it for. I can do an iron setup, making it out of pyrite, ship the iron elsewhere, left like this, and excuse me, and crush it up, turn it into, component X, Y, or Z, and, go from there. Yes, because I'm going to be running out of iron some point in time soon. So instead of sending it out and away, we'll send it back here, and we'll just bunny hop it along until I can eventually get it to its location of where I'm going to make the copper bearings and the brass again, which is why I need to grab one of these. You're one of them, but my inventory is absolutely obliterated. I said I was going to start getting rid of these. Unfortunately, I cannot, because I need to actually start moving the chest that I'm currently building on top of. Son of a bitch. You know what? It's fine. So the next one that I'm going to do is probably here. So I'll send it down from up there. How am I going to do that? I don't know. Because this entire area is basically entirely cordoned off. I could try and do it here. Have a couple different lines that will feed it, but I don't know. Because all the various setups that I've got going to be causing issues the moment I actually get deeper into selling things. Thankfully, I am still, I believe, nope, never mind, I am down by quite a bit. All right, so all the basic stuff I can sell on that side, because that's generally where all the basic stuff will be. Glass, nails, all that nonsense. Yeah, so if I can get that over there, that'll be good. How much? 36 a minute. I have to imagine I probably sell more than that. All right. So let me go ahead and open this up. My shop's going to take a massive reputational loss, but as time goes on, I should hopefully regain that pretty quickly. I just need an income right now, though. Like, that's the biggest thing that I need, is just I need income. Get rid of that. Some stuff I can manually restock just to keep the hit lightened a little bit. Salt is also one that I can sell too. So if I have any excess of that, I can just send it down here. Do I? I don't think I do. I think I'm pretty constant with my use of salt. Yeah, no. Any that I do get sent to here. You know, that's sand. Why do I need the mushrooms? 18, 36, 72. Right. Yeah, these were going to act as the extras for the mushrooms over here. Right. Okay. So that is up there. God. There are like 30 different things going on in 60 different places, and I'm not a fan. I'll just have to use these then, because I'm not going to be building anything on top of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So all of these then need to get funneled into here. 1, 2, 3. Son of a bitch. How about now? Is it too close now? Thank you. Okay. I think fuck, these are 3 long. Okay. And then here. This might be a little too far. Nope, we're good. Okay. Then I'll do... What? Is it too far? Yeah. Shit. Um... This might be close enough. The only problem is that doing this, I'm going to be fucking confused as hell when I can't tell where something's coming from. Okay, I'm assuming I can't reach that from here. I can. Cool, alright. Alright. That should keep it in check for a while. Because it needs 90 a minute. It should be plenty. Okay. That'll at least still keep making me money. Because these go down here to the unstable catalysts, which don't sell for anything. Fertility potions do. But because this is full, it's not going to do anything. Which is fine. I'd rather keep it that way for a little bit. I could... No, I can't. Never mind. I was going to say I could sell some of them, but no. God, my brain. Okay, Okay. So, iron. Iron needs to get sent to here. I'll make pyrite over here as well. Oh God, I don't know if that's even a good idea because I need... Okay. That's good. That's good. It's got plenty of money in it. Problem is that I'm not selling any items that are really expensive. They're just kind of mid. Oh, and I have to do this too. I have to feed that. I completely fucking forgot about that. Yeah, no, that tracks. So I'm gonna be in the negative for a while until everything fills up. Shit. So iron production is gonna have to be a big thing. I don't even know if I need. No, I need the. God, I need so much. So we'll do the silver cannon. I need planks law or planks rope and purchasing portals. Um, planks rope. Okay. Right. Right. My brain is really not fucking happy with me, but don't really have too much of a choice. Okay. So iron can get sent to a copper production facility or a coal production facility. God, give me copper too. Oh. Okay. All right. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Um, and that's running. That's running. So I gotta make a new line for that to get sent over to there. Otherwise, it's not going to have anything to do. To that gets sent over to there. That gets sent up there. Cool. Fantastic. This is going to need to get sent to over here. Okay. That then gets sent over to the nearest one here. And then that gets sent to here. And instead of splitting them, or instead of actually just using a fucking cannon, we're just going to split it normally. Because I don't have the fucking patience to be dealing with it right now. So, there's that. Take that, put it there. And then, obviously, I want... that. So... Oh my god, my fucking head. So, you know what? No. Iron production will just be for steel at the moment. Because I need steel anyway. So, those... will get launched over there. And then, obviously, sulfur can get sent back over to this side to be added to the sulfur line, which starts here-ish. Honestly, I can send this iron over too, now that I'm thinking about it, because this is going to be its own setup as well. So, yeah, that can get sent that way. Sulfur is going to be sent over here to, say, here. Can you fucking place it? Oh my god. That's too far, so it'll have to be there. I think that should be close enough that, yes, that can reach. Good. Okay, good. You did actually target it. That then gets sent 2 blocks out to here. Okay. That's so many fucking cannons pointing in so many different directions. It's actually confusing. Do I even really have one pointing in that direction? I don't think I do. So I don't even think that had one to begin with. Well, then I guess it's getting one. Okay. Okay. And then that will meet up with a coal production setup, which I don't even know how I'm going to do this because I need it to be able to. Okay, so I need like 6 of these. Maybe, I don't know, figure it out. We'll do 3 for now, just to see how it reacts. These will be fed into a separate setup that I don't actually have set up just yet. Coal ore, got like tons of, so I can probably utilize it, at least some of it. Okay. This then gets fed, making 60 a minute, so it's 180 per. This gets fed into a thing on top of a... Not that one. That one's going to be inefficient. Oh, right, because, yeah, I need the fucking bronze rivets in order to be able to do it. Okay. That's 30 a minute, so no. This is actually going to need fucking 3 of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay. That and not that because I don't have enough stones for it. Okay. Furnace. 3 there, 3 there. Good. Do this instead. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Good. I'm fucking stupid. Wait. Yeah, no, I'm stupid. So these need to go this way by 1. Then they can be fed into... Good. Now 60 a minute gets fed into the 60, and then I need the iron bits to cover over each of these, because I think these are 1 to 1, or 2 to 1 rather. Why do I not have steel? It's always the fucking steel with these. Okay. Thankfully, that's what I'm working on right now, so that's good. I believe it would be like this. 30 a minute, 30 a minute. Oh no, so it's 1 to 1. Okay, never mind then. Okay, good, good. So this is in total producing 180 a minute. So we'll do this. With the over under being, wait, so oh right, no, I need a fucking Anthor to be able to do. Yep. Okay. Let's figure that out in a moment. Oh, not there. There. Priority. And then once that fills up, it will feed into that. Need to do 3, 1. No. What is so fucking difficult about you going from one to another? I don't understand. Thank you. Okay. Good. Not the greatest fuel, but it'll at least keep it busy. So that then gets fed into an Anthor, which in and of itself is going to need fuel. Okay. Then I need the Thor here. Then you're making steel. Which should be more than enough to be able to do it. I need 45 a minute, which both of these will produce in no problem. Okay. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. I have a better idea. Any excess that makes it out will instead be converted into nails, sent over to here, and turned into product. Which should be fine, I hope. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out when I get there. So, yeah, we'll send it down there. So in order to make nails, it's iron in a processor. Okay. How much does it make, and how quickly does it consume it? 15 a minute. This makes 33, so I can do 2 and run that just fine. With a little excess, but it'll keep it moving, and that's the important part. So that then needs to get sent over to here. Okay. That then gets sent to here. 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Okay. And that gets sent down to there. Good. Okay. Slowly but surely, I'm filling out everything again, which is good. I hit the mushroom at a really weird angle, I guess. How many Saturns or Jupiters on me? I'm gonna have to go grab those. Because if I can sell them, I'm not really going to be utilizing them for anything else. So there's really no point in me holding on to them. Where I know I have one left somewhere. Yeah. I do have one that's partially unused, so I might just chuck that into here. Oh, it doesn't even have enough to do it. So then no, it doesn't matter. Okay. Little extra cash off the side. So everything seems to be running well. Obviously, most of the money right now is being sent over to the diamonds, which that's fine. Why the fuck is this here? What is this? Chamomile pot, right? Fuck. I'll be honest, I totally forgot about that. So yeah, no, we're gonna swap that around a little bit. I totally fucking forgot about that. Hmm. Right. Okay. Oh. See, that's the thing is like I have a setup for this already made. So I'm debating on whether or not it's worth it just to remove this, but I don't want to deal with all the product that I'm going to have to hold on to for a while. I could repurpose it into something else, but like it's like a lot going on. I really don't need more. So all that's good. Good to go. Steel production is running. Steel is actually full, which is weird. Steel can then be used to make quite a few things, unfortunately, none of which I can really set up right this second. Let's see. So that's silver. Steel is strictly just used for steel gears at the moment. I can use it for something later, but I don't really care. I don't need it for anything else, so do that. This then gets fed with a few things, but I can do, actually, I should probably do a different setup where any of the excess that gets made from the production of nails gets sent to the Mars setup. That way I can start working on that again. There's so much to do. So, if I'm remembering correctly, I'm probably going to need 2 of these to do the iron or the steel gears. It's 11 and some change per minute. This produces... Oh, okay. Never mind. So that's how fast it's going. Okay, good. We'll keep it that way. So yeah, we'll do an excess setup where anything that gets made that's extra gets sent elsewhere. It's a lot to try and micromanage, and I am probably losing quite a bit of money. I'm hoping that the diamond sales are keeping everything afloat. I don't think they are, though. I don't think it's going to be enough. So, yeah, I need to get the blasting potions production back up and running, which requires me to have... Brandy is flowing to some degree, but not as much as I'd like them to. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay, so blasting potions are being made. They're just not being made fast enough to fill everything that's needed. Because as production takes on its own demands, it's... God damn it. So, I guess it'd be best to do its own setup first, so... Yeah, see, the downside is that this needs setup, or this needs blasting potions. Like, all of these need blasting potions, but I don't have enough to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not producing enough to do it. I'm only just barely managing to make enough to do what I have now. Because I don't have enough sulfur. Alright, so we'll do that. That needs to be pushed out by 1 more. So, yeah, we'll do priority filter here, which will more than likely prioritize selling first. Or, no, I want to do the other shit first. Is it... I think it's just for Mars that it's used in, right? Like, that's not... Nope, stopwatch is needed too. Fuck. Okay. Copper bearings are also their own thing, and I have to sell them. God, I need so much fucking steel. So, yeah, any... 22 and some change a minute. So, iron production... No, that's the mushrooms. Iron production is here. And it's underneath that. No. Right. Okay, no. So I'm going to have to reorganize where these are getting sent. Because, yeah. No, I just want that. Thank you. Stop trying to hit the fucking floor. Christ. Okay, so that then feeds over to there. Where is this getting fed from? Over here. Because that's for blasting potions. No, I don't care about that. I need this. No, that's also blasting. Okay, never mind then. That doesn't fucking help me at all. So okay. This is 22.5 per minute, so a second one would be enough to be able to send over 20. If I do that, I can daisy chain them like that. And then I can send that over to here, which then gets sent over to here. And then this can be used to make its own setup of steel. Right, that's everything in steel and only steel. Yes, okay. Okay. So we're going to confirm that. I'm missing 30 nails, or a whole bunch of nails, I guess. Okay. Okay. Of which we're going to add more coal ore, which I should still have a few of somewhere. Yep. Okay. Good, good, good. Couple there. Okay. Good. So that will begin production. I just need to power one on to get it to go. And then once production fully starts up, it'll be able to feed itself and everything will be good. Okay, so the iron from the production will get sent over to here to feed this, which should be the 45 necessary to keep it running at all times, which would be good. I have to wait for the coal coke to fill up, and then it'll fill this up, begin to run that. Very good. Steel will then get sent down to here and made into that. Does iron get used into anything else outside of that? I don't think so. Not that I can remember off the top of my head outside of that. Used in crafting iron sand. Iron sand is what I'm going to be using in order to make the copper copper is then what gets used to make the copper dust and the impure copper dust, which then get made into the copper bearings and the bronze rivets. Okay. All right. Yep. 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 Hmm. Uh. Oh, excuse me. All right. So, all right. This is going to be the section that I have crushed, and then that gets sent to the another Anthor to get made into copper, and then that I can send over to here potentially to get turned into its own set of things. Again, my brain hates every moment of this. I'm not gonna lie. So these I think I'm going to combine because it's honestly fucking absurd. Um, so we'll start with sale. That way, again, money. My reputation's only down to 81, which is good. Can I reach it? Yes, I can. Sweet. So 2, 3, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay. Steel gears are back in sale. Ah. This has been a whole process that I have not been a fan of, but point is, things are getting put out and done. That's the big thing. So slowly over time, it'll negate the reputational hit that I take due to not selling things. So these, I'm going to have crushed. We'll see what the rate is when I go ahead and put this down. 12 a minute. This produces 45, so it needs 3, 4 to be able to run efficiently. I need more planks. Okay. So that'll produce enough to be able to keep that running. Then I need to do... I'm not going to have enough wood for this, I don't think. So let me do this. Hmm. No, I can't. It's just going to be easier to do a separate setup entirely for it. It's just going to be a singular piece of wood feeding into a chest, so I have planks available to me at all times. Um, 'Cause I think this is actually the last of my planks that I have in backlog. Oh, I have, never mind. I have way more than I thought. That's good. And you know what? Just give me the rest because I'm going to end up using them anyway. So, that then gets turned into that. Good. Done. Fantastic. This. I need steel. So we're going to need more posts. All right, let's see what the earnings are. I don't think I'm making enough to counteract the amount that I'm spending, but I'm hoping I do because the diamonds. That's the big thing I can hope for right now is that the diamonds are going to be capable of keeping up. Maybe, maybe. Obviously, the planets don't matter. They're not going to be helping me very much. Okay, 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 we're good. We're good. Okay. Okay, that's not nearly bad enough. I thought I was going to be under by a whole fuck ton. No, we're actually just about breaking even. The looks of it. What do you mean over? Oh, fuck. Um, yeah. So that's gonna have to get changed now. So yeah, yeah, that should do. And that should free up space for me to be able to do the flooring. Honestly, I think I kind of prefer it to be like this, where I have this gap in between the wall and the actual, like, floor above. Because if I do that, then I can send all the stuff that I need to down below here and over the edge like that. So yeah, we'll do it over here. I don't know how the hell I did it over here, honestly. I don't get it. I think I tricked the game into letting me do it. Like, I briefly supported it and then, like, built the supports that it needs and then removed them. I don't know. You know what? That's fine. No, don't do that. Because I just need it to be like that. Yeah, I think it's because I'm basically tricking the game into letting me do it. I don't know. Thankfully, this is at least running constantly now. Wait, how are you getting blasting? What the fuck? Wait. How are you getting... You know what? I don't care. It's not worth my time to try and figure that out. So... I need... God, that's right. I need to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get linseed oil over there. Honestly, it might just be easier to say fuck it and have the whole setup attached to one. That way I don't have to worry about it in any excess that gets... Oh, but that's not gonna be enough. You do, in fact, have a source, which is somewhere down here. Ah, right there. And you're getting fed by this line here, which starts all the way down here. No, wait, here. So here to here to here, and from here. Okay. Not enough raw materials, meaning there's not enough brandy. This isn't even getting fucking fuel at all. These won't last at all. It's honestly just to get rid of them. Like, obviously this needs to fuel itself first before it'll actually continue to do anything else. Okay. Then I need to get the fruit wine up and running again, which I think is probably due to... No, it wouldn't be a fertilizer issue. It'd probably be a fuel, like a fuel issue then, right? Because, yeah, this isn't getting fuel. Duh. Like, this is unfortunately the stuff that I'm dealing with right now, is that all my shit doesn't have enough fuel to run. So obviously it needs to fuel itself first. Keep that system going, and then it can fuel whatever comes next. Thankfully, these last fucking ages, so it won't be too much that it ends up launching. That then gets sent over to here, which, honestly, I think I just need to redo this entire setup. I'll be real. Because all of it is so clusterfucked at this point that I can't tell what goes to where and how. So yeah, let me... God. Yeah, no, all this stuff needs to fucking go. Okay. Didn't want to grab that. Uh, so first and foremost, it is the brandy. I need to get the both of those up and operational in full before I even bother to think about doing that. This I might adjust backwards a bit. So that way I can do a... I do need an advanced alembic. What? Oh, no, I don't need that. I need the advanced blender, right? Okay. So this makes that. Okay. Right. Yeah, no, that needs to be done beforehand. Okay. Okay. So, priority number one must be the continued fueling of the two central most important items on this entire setup, which is the fruit wine and the brandy. Both of which should be the first thing up in the actual billing of things, right? There's that. That feeds into up here. This feeds up into here. Correct? Yes, good. Okay. Now, obviously, it's going to need some sort of start. So I'll give it a handful of potions just to get it going. And that should keep it fueled for a while. Good, that's what I want it to do. Eventually, it should build up to the point where it's just going to feed it into the red currant side of things. Yep. Right now, we're just doing the bare minimum of what I need to do. Okay. Good. So things like this I can use weaker fuels for, and I might just set up a coal one just to feed everything. I can upgrade it to coal coke too to make it a little better. But like the Anthor's fucking paradox crucibles over there need their own source of, or they need blasting potion, otherwise they can't run. So why are you not able to do right? Because that doesn't have any fuel, so it's not producing any lime water. Gotcha. Okay. So this is actually going to be one of the last things I do because it's so far along in the process that I don't need it. And it's not super important, so I'm okay with just completely skipping that entirely. This setup, I might just scrap entirely as well. Because while, yes, it is helpful to have all this stuff going, it's not helping me right now. Like, obviously, I can do something like it, but this would be better serving me if it's doing other things first. So, like the nails and that. All of this is honestly too much. Yeah, no. No. Plenty of steel, plenty of iron. $400 extra iron. Well, at least I know I won't need iron for a while. That's good. So then I'll send. Yeah. Because I have soap dust production being made up there as well. Honestly, I should probably get fuel up there next. So I want to keep that steady. Because that production is incredibly important. Now, why is that not producing anything? What is the issue up here? Okay, so it's not getting the mushrooms it needs. Didn't I just send it a fuck ton of mushrooms? Like, what? I thought I did. It was running for... What the fuck happened to all the mushrooms I was sending it? What the hell? So each of those gets sent to here. This gets sent up to here. Then to here. Then over to here, where it gets sent to over here. Then over to here, and it stops. Because it got caught in... I see. That makes sense. So you are instead going to send it over to here. Because if I'm going to make use of it, I'm going to make use of it. Can I... No, not with that distance. So I would need to do it, like, here. And then I might be able to hit it into there. Yep. Okay, good. 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 All right. So that's back up and running again, meaning that the wood is now back up and producing as well, which is also very good. Obviously, it's not going to be as long as this production's going to be paused. And I think I have enough production going that I can do that. Because I am going to need the wood eventually. And that's just going to be helpful to have as a backlog. And I guess what I can do for now is use this to keep things stable temporarily until I can get a more viable, like a continuous source of fertilizer, even though I think up here is just fine. Yeah, like I think I have the growth potions actually coming in again, so those are fine. Blast potions are coming in just fine, both on there and there, meaning that's all set. Everything up here is good to go. I just need to get that moving again, which... Why is that not moving? Because this isn't sending... Right, yes. I did do that, didn't I? So... Let me do that. Send that up to there. And there we go. It's shooting at a rate that keeps wood going, which is alright. Yeah, no, it's at a rate that it's keeping the wood going, so that'll work. And that'll go... Okay. Alright. Okay. Black powder production's back up and running. Silver production's back up and running. Iron production is behind because it's linked to silver production. That's fine, because eventually what I'll do is I have enough soap dust I can pull from up top, which I should. How much does it consume? What it is in production, it consumes 90 a minute, and I think I built that to speed. Yeah. This is producing 60 a minute, which Well, one of these is more than enough. Seems like it's more than capable of handling just that, just fine. So that's good. As long as this is producing money, that'll be fine. Um, yeah, so then that'll get sent over to there. Good, good, good. All right. So everything is getting fueled, at least for what it needs to be at the moment. Oh my god, I was not expecting this to be a multi-day process, but to be fair, I am basically revamping my entire store, so it is what it is, I suppose. So, um, yeah, steel, iron, good, glass, cloth, rope, good. Um, copper is the next thing that I need to do. So I know the soap dust is, well, this is actually running continuously and it's still overproducing. You're consuming 45 a minute, so I'm actually over by double. But, oh, I see, because I've got 3 of them going. Okay, no, okay, that makes things a hell of a lot easier. So 180 a minute, meaning I'm crushing 180, so I still have, no, I am producing, wait, no, I'm over by double. So I'm really only consuming about 90 a minute, meaning I have room to use 90 soap per minute. So I can actually send that down to the lower level to be used as soap dust for copper production. Then copper production can then be used to make the, okay, all right. We got there in the end. So yeah, this needs to actually be sent through, is it one? Just one crusher. And then they need to get linked up. Okay. Okay, so I can send it all the way over to here and it'd still be fine. Then that's what I'll do. Oh, that's for sulfur. Yeah. Okay. So then I'll send it to here. That way I can do a catapult over from here. They're slower, but they'll do the job if it means that it's not going that fast. And then I can launch this to in here. And then that will meet up with that. The excess soap dust can be sent over the side and down in a thing. Think. Shit, maybe not. No, I put them on the same level. Fuck. I'll figure something out, I guess. Yeast powder, soap dust. Okay, so I can send it out, up, and around into a cannon on this. It's gonna be really fucking weird to do, but I can do it. like that. Thank you. Okay. So then I need to move it to over here, and I might just feed it from black powder. I could. Yeah, I can feed it from black powder because it's not going to be running anything crazy, so it should be able to run just fine off of that. I need a normal Anthor. That, yeah, then I can just catapult the. Yeah, I can just cannon it over, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. It doesn't line up. That might be considered too close. Yeah. So we'll do that. Okay. And while it's not running, it'll keep it going for a while. I'll let it build up. Because obviously it's got to fill this too. Actually, hold on, I can just do that. That'll speed up the process by quite a bit. Okay. So then the soap dust can get sent down from there. And the... Fuck. Yeah, of course it's going to fucking require 180 a minute. So I'm going to need more soap powder, which means I'm going to need more soap, which means I'm going to need more iron sand. Iron sand, yeah, it's going to be a whole thing. I mean, I guess I can just work with it at the speed that it goes at. It's going to be making what? 12, 24, 36 a minute. And I've still got like a decent chunk of change left in order to actually utilize it, so that's good at least. This is just producing iron, which can be 30, so 36, 66. So yeah, I can do that. And that should keep in line with the production. And obviously, it's going to be at a weird sort of angle where it's not going to produce quite as much. But realistically, it's just going to be for profit, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Right, these need... that, so these are going to have to be... good. Get that back up and running in full. Because again, I can use a weaker material in order to actually fulfill all the other orders that I would need to do. Black powder doesn't need to be split at all, I don't imagine. Right? Oh, right, no, because I'm... no. Huh? What is happening? Why is that Right. That was when, yeah, no. I don't need that anymore. That's, no. So we'll do that. I need to go up top. Okay, let me try up by 2 then. Is that preferable? What? What do you mean that's an invalid angle? Um, okay, then I guess I'm gonna have to do... S. And maybe it'll shoot slightly upwards so it'll actually work. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just trying to get the fucking soap dust from point A to point B. Why are you like this? Aim upward. Fuck, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Um, yeah, so I might not be able to do it this way. Unless I can place things on top of pipes. Are we chill like that? Can we do that? No, can't even use them as covers, so that doesn't work. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know how I'm supposed to get the soap dust from up there to down there. Um, 67,850 or 6785.2. Um, Obviously having double that is more than certainly enough. Actually, wait a minute. Do I have 3 times? 875.2 times 6. $5,200. That's half-ish. So another 6, I'd get a bonus one, but at that point, there's really no massive worry about it. I don't know. Not to mention that I'm also using it elsewhere too, so yeah, there's that. I think it seems to be running just fine, which is good. 66 is good. So like I could try here, maybe? But I need like the dust. I don't need the actual soap. So I guess the best I could do for now would be to send it over to here, like so. I don't even know how I would do that. And then from there, I might be able to launch it down. No, that's just too close. So what? Do I send it over here, then down there? Because, like, that's really all I've got left. But it's still too close, so... I could try here, then. No, that's still an invalid. Where the fuck am I supposed to be able to send this on? Because, like, I can't go over, can't go around, can't go fucking underneath or through, so where then? If I can't fit... Okay, no, wait a minute. I might be able to do something with this. Okay. That's much better. I can at least work with that. So now any excess should get sent this way. Unfortunately, it counts it evenly, so, you know. So then that needs to get put through its own separate rigmarole. Oh, my brain! Oh, my fucking brain! Because I wanted it to be off of a priority filter. But unfortunately, I can't really do that because I can't fit a priority filter there. And I don't really feel like redoing that entire section. Okay. That's much better. More or less prioritizes what's up top, and then everything else will then flow down, making this faster. Okay, so then that gets used in two things. In a crucible with heat. So why then? I see. Okay. Yeah, that tracks. No, that's not it. I see. Because that stuff isn't running. Because it's full. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so let me sleep. Let me see what the situation report is. If we're positive, I'll probably end up calling it a day because I need a break. I've managed to get 4 or 5 items back in sale. Diamonds are obviously the easiest one to do because they just really need money. And then to go to and from. Okay, I think I'm positive. Yes, okay, good. By a fair amount, too. That's good. All right. I'm going to call it a day here. I need a break from this. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. Yeah, 7 items. 8, 9. I lied. 10, 11 items back in stock and going. Obviously, the planetary items aren't going to be back in stock for a while, and my reputation is going to tank for a little bit, but we'll live. Because realistically, it doesn't really matter until I need to do large scale. But by that point, I'll have so many people coming in, getting everything, going through, yada, yada. It should be able to take care of itself and really quickly regrow my reputation. Yeah, no, like I just needed the money to get everything running, and hopefully I should have some sort of a backlog. Yeah, that's gonna be the big thing that I have to worry about is that whether or not the diamonds are producing, which I don't think they're going to be, and I am a little worried that it's going to end up causing issues later on where like I just don't have the money to keep it running. I'm kind of already starting to see it where the money is sort of falling behind. But the general hope is that I can get everything back up and running. But yeah, that'll be for this one. I need a break. I need to not think about this for a minute because oh my god, my brain is not happy with me. Obviously there's excess glass, so that'll get dumped out for now, at least until I can get other processes going to better suit what I need it to do. Anyway, that's gonna be for this one. Appreciate you folks for stopping by. Glad you're hanging out with me, and I am going to take a break.